Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip.
When single mother KinTerra Johnson and her 3 children went to bed, they never thought men in hazmat suits would wake them up.
Did you have any idea what was going on?
Nope. And I'm just wondering, well, it got to be something serious because they're at everybody's store.
The fire department said deadly carbon monoxide gas had been flowing through her children's bedrooms and this entire public housing complex in Columbia, South Carolina.
We could have woke up and the whole community could have been gone, just wiped out.
It all started January 16th with 2 911 calls from this building. One caller bleeding from his ears.
911 was mentioned.
The next day, Calvin Witherspoon Jr. and Derek Roper were found dead. Soon, more than 400 residents were evacuated. The fire chief said there were no carbon monoxide detectors in the whole complex, but he noted rodent droppings, missing smoke alarms, leaking stoves, and damaged ceilings.
Yet this complex actually passed a Housing and Urban Development inspection a year and a half ago with a grade of 86 out of 100.
There is no federal requirement to check for the $20 carbon monoxide detectors, but council member Tamika Isaac Devine says the city does require them.
I think it's a gross oversight on behalf of HUD.
Looking through published reports, NBC News has counted at least 11 carbon monoxide deaths in public housing since 2003. For this story, HUD declined an on-camera interview, but in a written statement said it's deeply saddened at the tragic loss of life in South Carolina and is currently engaged in a top-to-bottom review of the decades-old inspection process.
What's more so frustrating, more than being displaced and on the fixed income, is that they treat us like they don't care.
Tonight, KinTerra Johnson is staying with her mother, and this housing complex is set to be torn down.
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. First of all, my heart goes out to those whom lost family members as a result of the silent killer, carbon monoxide. And we all have to be more educated and enlightened about carbon monoxide. Let me first just say a lot of us are functioning in a state of hypoxia, and that's where our tissues, our body tissues are not, our cells are not getting enough oxygen, and that comes from not breathing properly, right? A lot of us breathe from our chest. In reality, we should be breathing from our stomach up and out, right? So that's a great way to help get oxygen to the cells, by breathing properly. Second, carbon monoxide. Why is it such an enemy? Because our red blood cells, along with hemoglobin that are in the red blood cells, carry and transport that oxygen to the tissues. Well, carbon monoxide interferes with that process. It's like you trying to score a touchdown, and it's the defense there to prevent you from getting where you're trying to go. So, as HUD said, they require the states to enforce carbon monoxide monitors, but unfortunately, only half of the states actually comply with those regulations. As you know, when it comes to poor people, it's not something that's really catered to when it comes to the poor, the lower class of this country, unfortunately, because Jesus said, "He who is greatest among you, let him be your servant." And Jesus said, "He who seeks to be first must be servant to the least." So, as I stated, federal laws or federal regulations tell the states to comply. Only half of them do. And a lot of the cities are saying that they don't have enough inspectors, brothers and sisters. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us have family members who stay in public housing or get some form of assistance, we need to educate, enlighten, and make our people more aware and informed and educated about the dangers of carbon monoxide. And we can't depend on federal, national, or local governments. We have to turn to each other to educate and enlighten and bring awareness to our communities and our people and humanity in general, so that people don't continue to suffer. Over 50,000 people a year go to the hospital from carbon monoxide. Over 400 people per year die from carbon monoxide. We all are, our minds are like broadcasting stations that are always transmitting and receiving thought. We're always transmitting and receiving energy, brothers and sisters. Let's tap in, because we are being killed from so many different avenues, right? So, this your brother Monroe Jr. Let's tap in. Let's become more aware. Let us all educate.